Leon wasted no time. He cashed in his class points with Mr. Smith. He exchanged them for 3 decent, first-rank relics. Then he logged back into his divine domain. He fused the core fragments he had obtained from Thanos into his domain core. The core leveled up instantly. It hit the limit for a divine creature. Level 10. New slots opened up. Leon slotted in his 3 new relics immediately. First rank relic, Poison Gland. It gave his core race poison attributes and a poison gland. First rank relic, Earth Core. It increased defense with earth attributes. First rank relic, Fairy Shortbow. It granted his core race the ability to summon energy bows, and it gave Leon the ability to summon the original bow. The changes rippled through his domain. 50 billion locusts mutated. 60% of the demonic locusts grew poison sacks. 50% of the fallen locusts grew rock-hard armor. 90% of the locustmen learned to summon bows. Leon felt the power surge. He was ready for the invasion. The preparation time ended. Leon stood before the recruiter again. He declared he was ready. The recruiter handed him a small sphere. He told Leon to hold it. It would transport him and his core race to the outskirts of Dolan City. Leon grabbed the sphere. The world twisted. He appeared in a dense forest. The sky turned black. 50 billion locusts blotted out the sun. Suddenly alarms screamed in his head. A warning appeared. Intruder detected. Leave this plane immediately, or be purged. Intruder refused. Designating as monster. Codename Plague King. Calculating threat level. Opening monster interface. A black panel appeared in Leon's vision. Codename Plague King. Level 80. It was the sum of his highest unit level plus his own level. Profession none. Talents 1. Equipment Gupot. Probe Eye. Greedy Wolf. Natural. Skills growth. Acceleration. Life sacrifice. Summon Fairy Shortbow. ... Leon checked his army. Common locusts were level 0 to 9. Elite locusts were level 10 to 29. Transcendence locusts were level 30 to 59. And his 2 new masterpieces. The Locustman Heroes. Race Magma Spawn. Lokari. Level 60. Talents Magma Self. Destruct. Cruelty. Gluttony. Flight. Low intelligence. Humanoid body. Skills Magma Breath. Summon Shortbow. Level 60 was a mystery. He needed a reference point. A scout reported in. Enemies approaching. Leon hopped onto a fallen locust and flew to the front line. Below him, a human party stood frozen in fear. Monsters. A warrior shouted. Where did they all come from? His name was Soren Evans. He was a veteran adventurer. His team consisted of 4 people. A fire mage, an iron fist monk, and a water sage. They were here to hunt for crystals. Instead they found an ocean of insects. The monk yelled not to panic. More bugs meant more loot. He punched a flying locust. The elite level 13 insect exploded into black mist. A magic crystal dropped. The water sage's sprite snatched it up. The fire mage scoffed at their weakness. She unleashed a wave of flame. Dozens of locusts burned to ash. The humans relaxed. They thought this was just another payday. They didn't see the eye in the sky. Leon watched them from above. His probe eye dissected their stats. Name Soren Evans. Level 37. Class Dragonblood Warrior. Second Awakening. Equipment Steel Cutter Greetsword. ... The system in this world was different. They wore badges. Soren wore silver. The others wore bronze. That was the hierarchy. Bronze meant level 10 to 29. Silver meant level 30 to 59. The adventurers killed 1,000 locusts. But the swarm didn't thin. It grew thicker. Soren realized the danger too late. Retreat. He screamed. There are too many. They turned to run. But Leon wasn't done with them. He needed information. He pointed at one of his hero units. Test them. The magma spawn Lokari dove from the sky. It landed with a crash, blocking their path. Soren felt the pressure instantly. Third Awakening monster. He gasped. Run, .it. Split up, .a. Zoran charged forward to buy time. He swung his greatsword with a skill. Titanic slash. The blade struck the Locustman's armor. It barely made a scratch. Zoran's eyes widened in despair. The difference in power was absolute. The Locustman backhanded him. Zoran flew into a tree, his sword spinning away. The other three didn't get far. The swarm caught them effortlessly. Leon descended. The four adventurers trembled. To them, he looked like a nightmare. Stay back. The monk screamed. You ugly freak. Leon paused. Ugly. Answer my questions and you might live. Leon said. What do I look like to you? I won't talk to a monster. The monk spat. Leon snapped his neck. The monk went limp. The two female mages started screaming. Leon found the noise annoying. He killed them both instantly. Zoran watched his team die in seconds. Terror replaced his courage. I asked you a question. Leon said calmly. What do I look like? Big eyes. Zoran stammered. Long antennae. Leon understood. The world's will was distorting his image. He looked like a giant locustman to the natives. Good. Leon said. Now tell me about the badges. 3 hours later, Leon knew everything. Zoran had spilled every secret to stay alive. You can go, Leon said. He cut the ropes. Zoran couldn't believe it. He ran. He ran until his lungs burned. He cried for his fallen friends. But he had a duty. He had to warn the Adventurers Guild. A monster king had arrived. High above, Leon watched him run. He watched Zoran reach the outskirts of a town. Then he summoned his fairy shortbow. He drew the string. An arrow of pure energy formed. He released it. Zoran fell dead just steps from safety. Leon couldn't risk exposure yet. Not until he was ready. Leon analyzed the intel. The power structure was clear. Level 0 to 9 were rookies. Black badge. Level 10 to 29 were first awakening. Bronze badge. Level 30 to 59 were second awakening. Silver badge. Level 60 to 99 were third awakening. Gold badge. Level 100 plus were fourth awakening. Heroes. The target city had 5 heroes. 5 level 100 monsters. Leon looked at his army. 5 billion troops. But most were trash. 3 billion were bronze level. 1.5 billion were silver level. Only 3 units, including himself, were gold level. Quantity was useless against true quality. A single hero could wipe out millions of his bugs with one spell. He needed stronger units. He needed third awakening fighters. He sent his swarm out to scout. 50 billion spies covered the land. Information flowed back instantly. Strong energy signature detected. 35 miles south. Goblin tribe. Leon flew there himself. The goblin chief was level 62. A third awakening monster. But against Leon's level 80 suppression, the chief knelt. The entire tribe of 1,200 goblins surrendered. Leon checked their stats. Garbage. Most were level 20. But the chief was interesting. He had a class. He had gained it by eating the class fragments of dead adventurers. Leon had an idea. Could his locustmen gain classes too? For the next 3 days, Leon hunted. His swarm ambushed weak adventurer parties. He collected hundreds of class fragments. He combined them using divine power. He formed 4 complete class cores. Warrior, Mage, Monk, Archer. He gave the Archer core to his hero Locustman. The transformation was immediate. Name, Magma Spawn Lokari. Level 60. Class Archer. New skill charge shot. New talent aim. It worked. The level cap increased to 65. If he fed it more fragments, it could go higher. If he fed it 4th awakening fragments, it could rival a hero. This was the path to victory. But farming fragments was slow. Then a scout reported something strange. A cave with terrifying pressure. Even the locusts were afraid to approach. Leon was intrigued. He flew to the location. The entrance was tiny, barely a meter high. He ordered his drones to widen it. He walked in. The air grew heavy. It smelled of ancient power. Divine power. He walked deeper. The pressure became suffocating. His common units refused to go further. Only his 2 hero locustmen could follow him. They walked for kilometers. Finally, the tunnel opened up. They stood in a cavern the size of 10 football fields. The ceiling was lost in darkness. And in the center, something was waiting.